Hello guys, welcome back to Car Obsession and welcome once more to a point of view review. This time I have something very exciting, the brand new facelifted Hyundai i30N. Now this has the 8-speed DCT, which is very good, spoiler alert. Anyway, let's go for a drive. Now unfortunately I can't get this GoPro to connect to the GoPro app, so I have no idea whether this angle is good or not. So hopefully it is. I'll have to kind of blag my way through it. As you can see, the light is fading, which will of course affect the picture quality a bit, so I can only apologise. It's been a very busy day filming. As you may see, there is a Ford Focus ST edition, which is being driven by fellow YouTuber and good friend Pocket Rockets. We've been filming today. That content will be coming in the near future. But anyway, on to the i30N. Oh yes, this is an absolute weapon. Make sure there's nothing coming. I'm good. Straight away, we're going to pop it into N Custom. Oh, now it is quite a cold day today in the UK. So the road, the grip on the road isn't fantastic. Under the bonnet, I have a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol, which kicks out 280 horsepower, along with 393 newton meters of torque. This engine is more powerful than it was before. The old car had 275 horsepower, along with, well, it had 39 less torque, so get your calculators out. Because I have the DCT, this will hit 62 miles per hour in just 5.4 seconds, which is 0.5 seconds faster compared to the manual, and the manual that has been made faster compared to the pre-facelift. That's now 5.9 seconds. Top speed, which is a little bit irrelevant in the UK, you're never going to hit it, is 155. I have 5 driving modes at my disposal. I have normal, sport, eco, or I've got the 2N mode. So I've got this button here that gives me normal, sport, or eco. Or if I'm feeling a bit more adventurous, I've got this checkered flag. Hit it and you get N, which dials everything up to the maximum, including the ride. So you may see all of a sudden it has got quite shaky because the ride in N mode is unbelievably firm, almost comically firm. It's very jiggly. So before I make you guys seasick, I will pop it into N Custom. In the N Custom, you can go over to the N mode. Oh, I missed it. I missed it again. And then go into Custom, and then tailor it to your specific tastes. As you can hopefully see, I've got pretty much everything set to maximum apart from the suspension. And even in a normal mode, the ride is still quite firm. So if you're looking for a compliant hot hatchback, you may want to look at the Cupra Leon, which is more compliant but hasn't quite got as much character as this car, or the Ford Focus ST behind me that hasn't got adaptive dampers, but it does ride better. Attack some corners. This is the N Performance, so I have more power. I also have larger alloys. I've got 19-inch alloys, which are lighter compared to the pre-facelift because they are now forged. Also, they are wrapped with Pirelli P0 tyres, which have been designed and tested specifically for this car. In the wet, cold conditions, they have performed well, but you do get a sense that they would be much happier on a nice, dry, hot, sticky racetrack. Because, yeah, in these conditions, sometimes you do struggle to put the power down. Oh. Also, as part of the N Performance, I've got what Hyundai calls the N corner carving differential, which is a very gimmicky name. Basically, this has an ELSD, and it works pretty well, let me tell you that. In the corners, this car is fantastic. There's a high level of grip, very little body roll. The steering is really direct. You just flick your wrists and the car is ready to change direction. It's like a little housefly. And the weight of the steering is delicious. It feels really chunky in the hands, which I love. The brakes perform well, although I would want them to be a bit sharper on the initial stab. You've hit the pedal for the first time, and I would want them to be a bit crisper, but they do perform very, very well. I've got no real issues with them. The exhaust makes a wonderful noise. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. If not, I will dub in one or two clips where you can. But for example, if I just accelerate, there we go, right on cue. I don't think I can ever get bored of that. In regard to price, if you go for the DCT like I have here and the N Performance like I have here, this will cost you £35,995, and you get so much car for the money. I've got a large touchscreen. I don't get a digital instrument cluster though, which is interesting. This is all analog, and I even get an old school handbrake. I can't get my words out. I'm that excited. A large touchscreen, front and rear parking sensors, reversing camera, dual zone climate control, heated front seats, heated steering wheel, a good amount of safety kit as well, and yeah, so much car for the money. It's practical. The boot has 381 litres. There's enough space in the back for me. I'm 6'2". So yes, a very practical car indeed. The DCT, it is phenomenal. It works really, really well, whether you leave the gearbox to its own devices or if you take control of the paddles yourself. Yeah, it works very, very seamlessly. And it's strange because I'm a die-hard fan of manuals, and the time I've had with this car, I haven't been left pining to have a clutch pedal and a lever to my left-hand side, well, a proper gear lever. And that's testament to just how good this DCT is. Am I missing a manual as such? No, I'm really not, and that's staggering for me to say. Because, yeah, like I said, I love a manual gearbox. Got Chris behind me in the Ford Focus ST. Right, for this segment of the video, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to enjoy the ride. Hopefully you'll enjoy it with me. such a well sorted car. As you can see, the low fuel light has come on. That brings me on to fuel economy, which I know is a bit of a boring subject, but on a combined run, this should give me up to 33.6 mpg, and well, granted I have been driving the car hard this week, I haven't got anywhere near that. You might be able to see on the display that, so this is for the whole time I've had the car. As soon as I got it, I reset the trip computer, and yes, I'm doing 18.7 mpg. If I go to, so this is the driving I've been doing just for today, and that's 17.6. So yes, insufficient fuel in car. Do you want to search for the nearest filling station? No, I know where the nearest one is, but thank you, Hyundai. So yes, obviously this will cut the video short a bit, but hey, short and sweet, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, this is a properly good car. Not good just because it's Hyundai's first effort at a hot hatch. Well, technically their third effort, I suppose, because obviously this is a facelift i30N, and since then we've also had the i20N, but you get what I mean. Hyundai is still new to this area of the market, and this isn't just good for a first effort or a third effort, it's good full stop. It's a cracking car. I've got very few criticisms about the i30N. The ride is a bit too firm for me. Even in the normal mode, I would want it to be a bit more supple. But hey, I daily drive a modified Land Cooper on lowering springs, so who am I to talk about ride comfort? The interior, as much as you can't see it, although it's probably a good thing, the interior is very, very bland and unaspiring. There's no flair in here, there's no design simply for the sake of it. It's a very sober affair. Now, I suppose that shows that Hyundai has been spending more of its money when it comes to the mechanical side of things, which is a good thing. But yeah, just I would want a bit more of an effort to be made in the interior. It doesn't feel very special in here. My other criticism: the sport seats are fantastic. They're comfortable, supportive, but I would say they are set just a bit too high. I'd like to be sat a little bit lower down. Oh, that's a deer. More deer. Even more deer. More deer. More deer. Any more for any more? Is that your lot? That's a problem with this time of day. Well, this kind of light around Goodwood where I film these, you do find the deer come out to play. I certainly wouldn't want to hit one, but if I did, I'd say, "Oh dear, get it." Oh, that's an awful joke. This really is a serious bit of kit. It's fantastic. Yes, as I was saying, the driver's seat, I would want it to be set a little bit lower so the car feels a bit racier. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't feel like I'm driving an SUV, but at the same time, I would like to be lower. But to be fair, if those are my main criticisms, then the car is doing something good. Very good, in fact. I just wish I had the opportunity to take this onto a racetrack, because I bet this could embarrass some more exotic, expensive machinery. This thing is a weapon. And it's funny because I've been filming with Chris in the Focus ST. I'm not going to give too much away, but this definitely feels more, I'd say, track focused compared to the Focus ST, which I find interesting actually. Oh yes. They do have shift lights that come up as well, which I can't really demonstrate unless I go. Oh, there we go. There we go. I kind of demonstrated it. But yeah, there we go. Any excuse to make a bit more noise and burn some more fuel, although, yes, I do need more. Oh, this car is a bad influence. It can get you into a lot of trouble. And with this kind of fuel economy, it will empty your wallet before you know it. 18.7 mpg. That is, yes, quite something. Dearie me. On that note, it's definitely time to end. Oh, Chris is off. Oh. Off in his Focus ST. There we go. Quite a quick blast in the i30N, but I do hope you have enjoyed that. A massive thank you to Hyundai UK, who have been kind enough to loan me this car for the week. Hopefully the camera work, the angle was okay for you. Like I say, I had a massive issue with the GoPro app. I tried multiple times to connect, but it just wouldn't, so I had to wing it. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed that video. If so, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. If you are subscribed, don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified every time I make a video. But until the next time, guys, be sure to keep up the car obsession.